During this campaign for the bus to raise funds, did this bring the Filipinos together? I know you said that you had a play that even the most meek Las Damas or Knights of Rizal participated in. How did this give you a positive energy in the group?
Well, that, because of the inspiration, I think that it is a project. It is. It's not unusual. I mean, this is the one that we can have it if we made it here. If we can put the bus of Rizal there, and it was during our time, it was our potentials to do so. I mean, maybe in the future, my grandchildren could come in Paris and they will proud of us that, oh, my grandmother and my grandfather is part of this, and like this and like that, and also our Calabayans that will come here. And it's really a big inspiration, of course. Everyone inspired, but there are some, I don't want to be negative with my Filipinos. Uh, I mean, with the Filipino communities also. There are some that support, but there are some that no, because
Right.
they said it's quite impossible. It's impossible. And for me, the impossible is always
A
is
challenge.
impossible for them, but that it's a challenge for me, impossible.
Very
And
nice.
so we
Very nice.
just left them like this. Okay, those who wanted to support. Those one that not, no, just don't say anything because we're not forcing you. We will
Yes.
do this with all our capacities and potentialities, of course. And later on, you'll be proud of being a Filipino also
Yeah.
because you're part of it.
It's nice because sometimes you just look at them as distractions, but you have to
Exactly, sir.
really look forward and be focused on your objective. And
Mm,
these distractions, like you said, treat it as a challenge. Maybe
yeah.
they'll turn around and change their hearts, but just when they see you working really hard and
Mm.
be inspired with that too. But you were saying there was another activity that you were proud of as Las Damas.
Um, Yolanda, we did we move around not only here in Paris but even in parts of outside Paris to just to perform cultural activities, cultural presentation, just to raise fund also for the victims of Yolanda in the Philippines.
Mhm.
And but we did this also with we keep in touch, we get in touch with the Philippine embassy, with our ambassador, and the ambassador, if she could not do it herself, she sent someone, a consul, vice consul, to be with us also at the time, and uh, during their speech to for for them that this is not only I mean hindi lang atin amin-amin to, but it's for the victims of the Yolanda victims, of course. And at the same time, it's cultural presentation. We promote our culture also, like our dances and songs. Mm, so
Now, ma'am, how do you think? What do you think is the role of the embassy in places like Paris, France? What do you think is the role of a good partnership between, organization like yours, the Las Damas, and the embassy as a representative of the Philippine government?
well, I think it has really a big role. No, I think they really have this. We are expecting from them really that they have to be connected with us always in times of the needs and I mean problems of the Filipinos here. So that's the reason why all the Filipinos in different organizations in Paris, all the presidents, we have these umbrella organizations. So it would be easier for us to connect with them
Is that the
because
Kasandiwa?
Kasandiwa is one, yes, because
Okay.
that's the pioneer. That's the pioneer organization really, And Casandiwa is really recognized at the police prefecture if we applied for our legalities papers or here in Paris, and they will ask for some proof for us. The Casandiwa card, they know that very well because it was the pioneer organization in Paris. Really,
Now,
really.
uh, in the next uh, assembly in for the Knights of Rizal in Europe, how do you see the role of the Las Damas in the next the future of
The
the Knights of
future.
Rizal in
Mm.
Paris, for instance?
Ah, well, I think Las Damas de Rizal would be it would be easier for them to prepare the preparation because Las Damas de Rizal is one of the most active. I mean, some of them like the damas are there. They always this the husbands. It's okay. The damas are there. They're really like, how about if we're not here anymore? What will you do? You're always there. They will say. It's I mean, I'm in the future really, sir. I don't know. I if I won't be here anymore. I don't know because now here in Paris, that is the question. Because until now, I was still their president since 2007, and they would not elect someone after me. Like they could find no one to replace me. I said that is impossible for you. But so that's why I was giving them all the what I knew, what I had.
Hmm.
Hindi man maging ako sila, but then they can follow, they can do the things that I'm doing to replace me when I go back to the Philippines for good. And it's always the same thing with Belgium, with Prague, and with Italy. They said always that you will not be replaced anyway. I won't get old. I will not be replaced. Lucky for you, huh? Lucky for me.
Well, we all, of course, we wish you all the good health. But
Thank you,
how would
sir.
you like to be remembered, ma'am?
I always said to them that you will always remember me as I am, as a very just a very simple woman, but strong enough to fight for my right. You have always like the letter of as a result to the women of Malolos. Kasi babae ka lang, you cannot, you will stay behind, you will stay just in the corner. And they saw me as a fighter, as a talented woman, and of course, a loving one. I got angry, but I love them.
Yes.
I shouted at them, but I always said sorry and I love
I
you.
I guess in Spanish you call it cariño brutal.
Yes, that's the Cariño Brutal, sir. Because I got angry
That's
with
the
them.
that's the Ilongga in you.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe so. Para
So
makalimutan yung galit. So
yeah, yeah.
try to I love you really. That's that's me. That's me.
I
So
guess
maybe
yeah. What's your secret in the leadership, ma'am? What makes you work hard? I mean, what makes you? I mean, it's been since 14 years since you started and headed Las Damas. What's your secret in your longevity as a leader? I mean, obviously, like you said, there's going to be challenges and there's going to be downtimes. What makes you tick? What makes you work? What makes you, inspires you? What,
yeah.
when you're feeling down and feeling mad, I guess, about what's happening, what do you say to yourself to keep you moving?
But you see, I'm just sir, I'm very sensitive woman also. I cried easily. I made people laugh. I made people cry. And me myself is a crying woman. I cried very fast, but after that, if I release this, okay now, it's okay. Even if I get angry with my husband, voila, that's it. And I said to myself that, oh, that's you really. Your parents, your mother gave birth to you as you are. She will always say you're a short woman, you're small, you have this and I have that, and but I said, oh, but that's me. Huh? It's your, I'm your daughter, and I'm proud of it, and I'm proud of you that you gave birth. Like last time, April 7 was my birthday. I turned 61st, 61 last April 7, and I always thank her. She was already in heaven, so thank you really for giving birth to me, because I am here as what I am, and I think my husband is very supportive to me also for what I'm doing, sir. That's the thing that made me continue and work, because he himself said that you can do it. You can do it. I'm just here behind you. Give and
Give and
take
take.
relationship,
Mhm.
like, if it during his time, I was behind him, and always give all my support. And that was the thing that maybe the others doesn't have, the support of your husband to you, and believing myself that I can do it.
Very nice. Thank you for sharing
Mhm.
that. I know a lot of people are listening, might be inspired with your words. That you really have to know yourself. You have to have an inventory of your strengths and weaknesses, know your limitations, and find a good husband to support you.
That's right. Thank
Uh,
God, really.
and you also get inspiration from your mom, like you said.
Yeah. Mm.
You know, and just like sabi nga ni Rizal, ang hindi marunong lumingon sa pinanggalingan, hindi makakarating sa paroroonan. So,
Tama po yan, sir. It's really right,
at
that one.
this
Mm.
point, ma'am, again, I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I am hoping to inspire other women who would want to be active in the Rizalian movement and who's
Yes.
seeking inspiration, uh, and somebody to look up to, somebody to hold as an example. I would like to ask you at this point, ma'am, to if you have any last word for all who are listening to us, you can take this opportunity.
Yes. Okay. So, I'm just telling everyone who maybe you can watch this interview with Sir Alvin, that you will never give up. You don't have to give up on whatever dreams you wanted to be, and don't look down yourself, your capacity. Like me before, they always said that, you're just a simple woman, you're just like this. But I said to myself, we will find out. Oh, when I grow up, we will find out. And you have to believe in yourself, really, and to hold on to your dreams. And of course, you have to ask always the help of our the Almighty, because He was the one who knows our situation, our self, our health. That it yeah, He will just always give us the good health to continue our dreams or whatever we wanted to do so. And yeah, that's believe in yourself. And when you dream big, dream big.
Very nice. Before I go, I would have to ask you, ma'am, if you were alone with the new Supreme Commander, what would you tell him? What would you
Um,
advise him?
yes, I think, in my opinion, that Mr. Supremo, sir, if you can have the time to know also, to listen also to the problems of the Knights of Rizal International, I mean, outside the country, Philippines, and you can have also this time to listen and to give advice of yours, you yourself. Maybe I think that would be a big help, because of this protocol that you have to write to the area, write to the regional, and after the regional, and daming dadaanan, like, so if there will be the time that the person can contact you personally, I think that would be a big help, because he can open himself to whatever he wanted to tell you, and you can give better advice about that.
That's actually very nice to have like a hotline, a KOR
Hotline,
hotline
yes, hotline
that
talaga.
you can just pick
Mhm,
up and leave a message, and
mhm, mhm.
so you don't have to go through the protocols, and that I know, I as you know, protocols, they have their good side and bad side.
Exactly, exactly.
But if if we could focus on the good side of the protocol, basically it's that information goes up the ranks, and if you can go straight to the Supreme Commander via a hotline in confidence, and maybe
Yes.
the information will not be too filtered,
That's it, that's it.
and
So
it'll be more grassroots.
exactly.
So again, ma'am, thank you so much for this opportunity, and stay safe for you
Yes,
and
sir.
your family, especially your husband.